Well, hello, fellow Patriots, and welcome back to the Patriot Dad channel, where we can discuss current events, modern issues, and culture while keeping it as real as possible. Today, I'm excited to be back reacting to a song from Samson. This song by Samson is called Sincerely a Taxpayer. This song was recommended to us by a couple of the audience members, including Runyon Hyde, 4373, and Linus Blanes. Sorry if I mispronounced that. I appreciate all the recommendations. They really do help because most of the song reactions on this channel do come from recommendations from you in the audience. So let's get right into it, shall we? Hey, Samson.
I'm hurting. I can feel my money draining. They take everything I make and you wonder why I'm complaining. I break my neck to make this money, then they just come and take it from me. My wages ain't that great in the first place. I should be paying you nothing, but they keep on coming and they keep on taking. These motherfuckers go ham on me every time I bring them the bacon. And I wonder what it's for. Ukraine, great funding a war. Have we spent enough yet? Should I guess not? Look, here they come for some more.
Ooh, first verse. Definitely hitting. Yeah, working real hard to make some money, and then the government takes what? Like, the American Revolution started over a tax that was a couple of percent. And now what does the federal government take? Like, geez, like 15, 20, 30%, depending on your tax brackets. Doesn't feel good, does it? When you start making that good money and you look at your paycheck and realize that the government's taking a good chunk and then work some overtime. See what your paycheck looks like. I feel you. And yeah, what do they use it for? Starting wars, funding things for non-citizens. It's just wonderful. I enjoy every bit of it. Oh, hell. Let's keep going.
Fuck me, I'm sore. Sucks being poor. You had the same job for the last 6 years, wasn't struggling before. Back when Trump was in office, fuck all the junk that they called him. I never saw any of the shit that people always said he was in the comments. All of it was nonsense. I ain't even trying to ride him either. I'm just saying you gotta admit that shit was fine when he was the leader. It was fine when he was in charge. I never saw bills as high as they are. I never got chills just literally thinking about filling up my car. It shouldn't be that way.
Not everything was perfect, right? Trump made a lot of mistakes, but the economy definitely did not feel this bad. Like, I know we keep getting told on TV that the economy's great, that the recovery, whatever, there was no recession. Like, they keep telling us all these things that are trying to make us feel better about our current situation. Oh, don't worry, inflation's coming down from its high of like 11% or whatever nonsense. Oh, yeah, I miss mean tweets, man. This weekend at Bernie shit that's happening right now, I ain't having it. It's not good. I don't know how you could argue that for the average person that this last 3 years is better than the previous 4. I just don't. No.
I don't care about Russia or Ukraine, but I do care about my own country. Is that insane? I care a lot about all the tons of money that we're paying because it's mine, not yours, and I'm the one that feels the pain.
I mean, okay. I don't like to usually interrupt in the middle of the verse, but like, this thing's starting off true. Like, Ukraine, other countries don't give a shit. Like, we literally just launched airstrikes against Yemen and other places overseas that I could not care less about. Could not care less. Why are we doing this? Why? Like, why? And he's right. It's not their money. It's our money. And they're horrible stewards of it. Man. Go back a few seconds.
About all the tons of money that we're paying because it's mine, not yours, and I'm the one that feels the pain. I get taxed on my fucking ass for every dime I make. It'd be fine if they would spend my money wisely, but no way. It'd be great if they would take it and pay for important shit that benefited you and me and not just wage wars with it. And where the fuck are all the liberals? I thought you stood against this shit. I thought the war machine was your enemy. Now you're friends with it?
Yeah, and that's one of the things that confuses me the most, man. These last few years, that the side that was supposed to be all about the little person and didn't like wars, like, this whole thing is completely reversed. It's been super weird to watch. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. They're not spending our money to benefit us at all. They're kicking American citizens' kids out of school so they can house illegals. They're kicking American citizens and and legal immigrants out of places to house illegals. Like, we're opening our border wide open so that they can just flood across. We don't even know where they're from. I've seen numbers that like 80% of the people coming across the Mexican border aren't even from Mexico. They're coming from elsewhere in South America. They're coming from China. They're coming from the Middle East. They're coming from all over the place. And we're supposed to believe that it isn't going to bite us in the ass? Like, please. Please.
The liberals, I thought you stood against this shit. I thought the war machine was your enemy. Now you're friends with it? Now you want to go to war? Now you want to fight? Now you want to pick sides in a feud where everyone is white? Now you want to get involved and go and blow a person up? I'm just saying, I'm surprised this altercation ain't diverse enough. No one deserves this stuff. I just don't believe the tears you weep. Countries where brown people get bombed every day. I don't hear a peep, you fucking hypocrites. Thought the race thing was your shtick. I thought as long as white people were involved, you don't give a shit. Those are your words, not mine. I'm just wondering why. Why do we have endless money for them and none for Hawaii?
Oh, that's another recent thing that happened that I, unfortunately, like, I forgot about it. The whole place burned down and no one gave a crap because they're not useful to the people in charge anymore. Like, it's so sad to see that the people that are useful to the people in power get the priority, get the money, and the people that aren't useful anymore, the veterans, the Hawaiians, the legal immigrants, like all these people that aren't really of use to them anymore, no priority. They're just discarded to the waste bin. Oh, it's infuriating. But Samson, this song, hitting good, spitting facts. Love it. Love it.
Why is it every time Zelensky needs a loan from someone, we're the only ones that give it to him like we owe him something? We got issues of our own here at home that no one's discussing, and they keep growing cause no one in power is gonna do nothing. We're stuck. How the fuck we gonna help somebody else when we can't even reach inside our own pockets to help ourselves? We could allocate that money to our own people in different ways, to clothe and feed and bathe and let them know it'll be okay. We could definitely do that. Don't tell me it's not that simple. People overcomplicate this and make it some fucking riddle like can't just feed everyone. Are you insane? You know how much that costs? Way less than we've sent to Ukraine.
I mean, that's true. Over $100 billion. The things that you could do with that kind of money. Like, do you even know what $1 billion of cash looks like? I'm going to look it up. I'll put it on the screen, like over here somewhere. It's hard to fathom $100 billion in cash going somewhere. That's a lot. Most people in the United States will probably never hold for a full bankroll of hundreds, like $10,000 worth. Average person will never see that kind of cash in their life. And we just shipped these just pallets and pallets and pallets worth of cash over to Zelensky to do who knows what with. While our own people suffer.
I know that for sure. You don't have to be a mathematician or a foreign relations expert to figure out that division. You don't have to draw a graph to see it would cost a fraction to solve half of the problems we have and stop them from happening. I'm just saying, what kind of fucking world we living in? So many billions we've given them. When's Europe chipping in? When we gonna start splitting and stirring up the dividends and begin telling other nations it's your turn to lend a hand?
Well, and during Trump's presidency, NATO started paying the amount they were supposed to pay, right? So for how long have we carried Europe's weight? We paid to rebuild the place after World War II. I mean, for the most part, the European economy, the European theater in general was just in shambles, right? We helped to rebuild that. Like, and now what? We're just throwing tons of money at it for what reason? How is that in our interest? How? Explain it to me. Somebody, please. Because I don't get it. Maybe you could leave a comment and tell me why we should invest so much money in Europe instead of at home fixing our own country. Maybe. I don't know.
Splitting and stirring up the dividends and begin telling other nations it's your turn to lend a hand. Listen, I don't think Ukraine deserves any of this, but I also don't think Zelensky is as great as they said he is. I don't believe the media when they blurt shit on their shows. You'd have to be naive to think this dude's as pure as driven snow. No.
I mean, the guy's an actor. Like, it was like a talent show. The dude played a piano with his dick. Like, look it up. Like, he didn't actually do that, but that was like the act.
media when they blurt shit on their shows. You'd have to be naive to think this dude's as pure as driven snow. No one is, especially when you run a nation, dog. Your morals are compromised the minute that you take the job. So I don't trust Zelensky, Putin, Biden, or anyone. I don't think any of them give a fuck about all us little ones. All the people of Russia, all the people of Ukraine, most of the people of the USA probably feel the same. We don't want this shit, it's only the elites that do. They line their pockets, they profit from this, but not from me and you. Quite the contrary, in fact, we...
And they do. They're friends that run companies like Boeing, Raytheon, you know, the companies that make the bombs, the missiles, the warships, the planes. They make a ton of money. And then we sell all that stuff to places overseas. We've been doing it for decades. We'll sell arms to both sides of a conflict just for fun. And then we'll pick a winner and we'll give that person more weapons and more intelligence. And then they'll win. We've been doing it so long. It's disgusting. I actually have an episode coming up about a data center that the NSA uses to collect data and store data. It's a wonderful place. Wonderful place. We really need to stop meddling, I tell you.
They do, they line their pockets, they profit from this, but not from me and you. Quite the contrary, in fact, we pay for it with our lives and money. They take chunks of everything we make, and soldiers die for nothing, so they can gain some more power and keep their banks fat, and all we get is table scraps. Fuck yeah, it makes me mad. Fuck yeah, I get upset. We're constantly ignored. Why the fuck I gotta pay for this? I don't want this war. How the Pentagon have $6 billion unaccounted for, but when I do my taxes, I'm afraid to be $1 short. I'm afraid I'll go to jail. I'm afraid I'll do some time if I don't pay you back the money that you wasted. That was mine. I can't keep quiet anymore. It's impossible to shut up. I'm sick and tired of being responsible for all your fuck ups. But the
and the other fun part about that, like he's saying, like you're afraid of being $1 short on your taxes. Like it's turning into, we have so many rules, regulations, and laws on the books now that we are not there yet, but like Soviet Russia was able to arrest anybody they wanted because they knew if you were alive, you were basically doing something that was illegal. Like if you had enough food to stay alive long term, you were either participating in a black market somewhere, or you were growing food or hoarding food to yourself that belonged to everybody. So they would just know that, oh, if you're walking down the street and you're not just like dying, like if you're alive and healthy, they're like, oh yeah, we're going to dig into your life and we can arrest you because we know you're doing something illegal. Like it's getting to that. It's almost to that point here. They're collecting so much data on us and know so much about us that they could just be like, oh, we know you committed a crime yesterday. You're going to jail. If they just don't like you. If they like you though, you can commit all the crimes you want and just walk. Never even get charged. Two systems of laws for two different types of people. It doesn't work. That's how you break things. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
It's impossible to shut up. I'm sick and tired of being responsible for all your fuck ups. But the question is, what we gonna do about it? There's never a plan of action. All we seem to do is shout it, and I'm guilty of it too. Always bitching and complaining, never walking, always talking, always lipping off and saying I'ma do shit, but I don't. And to be honest with you, that's the reason I don't make a lot of songs, and that's the truth. I'm sick of bumping my gums. I'm tired of flapping my jibs. Something needs to be done, and I don't know if rapping is it. We need a real solution, but we need to get together first, because unless we're all in this as a whole, it'll never work. However, what do I know? I'm just a moron with a pen, but there's power in numbers, and there's more of us than them.
I mean, he's not wrong, right? There's a little call to action at the end of this, and he's admitting it, that he's not really feeling it either. He's like, I don't know if rapping is really the right answer. And we need to retake these organizations. The communists have effectively taken over our education system, our communities, our school boards, our HOAs, like everything. Local government, county government, state government, all the way into the federal government. They're infesting it. And that's because good people like you and me aren't running for these positions at all. We don't want anything to do with it. But can we really sit on the sidelines anymore? It's starting to feel like we can't, because if we continue to, all that's necessary for evil to prosper is for good people to do nothing. God, that hits. Like I feel called out. Like I just do.
The moron with a pen, but there's power in numbers, and there's more of us than them.
The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hard-working people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on, continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all, at all, at all.
Well, that was exciting. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Ooh. Yeah. Getting right back into Samson. Samson, it's been a while. I've missed you, boy, but it was a good rap. I liked it. And it hits hard. It hits home. Like, I hate taxes. Taxes suck. And do they even really need taxes anymore? They just print money. Like, I feel like they're just robbing us for fun. And then they just print money and inflate the currency, and it all doesn't matter anymore. Ugh. Well, that was fun. So thanks for joining me on that adventure. Thank you to those of you that made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to see more reactions like this one, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the little bell icon so that you can be notified when I upload additional reactions to this channel. Please share the video with friends and family, and leave a comment if you have a recommendation for a future song to react to, as the majority of the songs I react to on this channel do come from you in the audience. So thank you. Thank you a great deal. I have a very long list of songs to get to, and it's a good problem to have. So thank you guys. Take care, everyone. God bless, and bye for now. Go ahead and check out one of the links on the screen now to either subscribe to the channel and see the rest of the videos of the channel, or one of the carefully selected videos that you may wish to see that YouTube has used its algorithm to select for you.